Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am. I have posted YouTube link in the chat box, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, madam. Just after 5 minutes, madam, as the girls joins, I will start the session, madam.
Okay, Shweta ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please say me whom should I do co-host, ma'am?
You can co-host Shobna, madam. Why? Because she will share. Madam, will you sharing this some screens or something like that?
Nothing. I'm not sharing anything, ma'am. I'm only going to talk and give some tips.
Okay. Okay, madam.
Yeah.
Okay. Sai Kirtana, you can co-host me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just we'll wait for 5 minutes, madam, as the girls are joining, madam. I just ask them to join so that we can start.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I did both, ma'am. You and Shobana, ma'am.
So, thanks, Kirti.
₹160 ఇచ్చేస్తామన్నా. కానీ ఇప్పుడు నాకు అస్సలు హెల్త్ బాగాలే. స్టైలింగ్ హ్యాక్స్ కవర్ అప్ అంట.
Archana, mute yourself. Good afternoon to one and all. I am audible to all. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Okay, ma'am. Stress, anxiety, and depression. They are caused when we are living to please others. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Don't compare yourself to others. There is no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's daytime. I just welcome Mrs. Shobna Shalendra Madam. She has done her PG and B.Ed in English and Botany. Madam has done PG Diploma in Counseling. Madam has been practicing counseling for a long time. Madam enjoys meditation, healing, and voluntary work. Madam has interest in astronomy also. Let me welcome you, Madam, and I just hand over the session to you.
Thank you and good afternoon, everybody. Some of you must have heard me before online, and some may have seen, the final years might have seen me in the college some time back. We have not been in college physically, though we are all connected online, and from time to time we come to know what's happening in the college and how things are unfolding. So today here I am to talk about stress-free examinations and how we can approach these things easily. I'm sure all of you have some kind of fear. I won't say exactly fear, but some kind of some tight feeling when the exams are announced. Each one of us is prepared in some way or the other, but due to the unexpected situation right now, due to the pandemic, we have a lot of apprehensions for the exams that have been announced. Why? Why do we have this apprehension? Because it's a different kind of situation. We don't know what is unfolding. Though many of us are taking vaccinations and we are preparing ourselves, observing all those steps and whatever is being told to us, using masks, keeping distance, everything, using the cleaners, soaps, everything. But still, our mind is having a lot of doubt as to how it is going to unfold. What is the reason behind it? This is fear of the unknown. All of us have this. I won't say I'm out of fear. Even I have fear. I don't know how the next year or the next academic session will be. So all this, the fear that we call, during the examinations, it is slightly more, especially for the students. What happens with this fear is, it doesn't remain as fear. It causes something called stress. The fear, which is a little excess, becomes very stressful. What is stress? Stress is a little bit forceful, a fear that is a little more forceful, and you don't know what the result will be. The unexpectedness is what builds up extra fear in us. That we call it as stress. We keep on thinking about the same thing again and again. And many of us don't find any solutions. And then again, what happens is we share it with people who have the same kind of fear. Again, that builds up the stress, the unknown thing. The fear factor increases and builds up stress. During exams, what happens to the students is the unexpectedness of the questions and how well we have prepared. There is no answer for it unless you speak to your friends or your teachers, or I will say, till the doubts are cleared. You don't know whether you are going the right way or not. So, what do we do for this? To start with, we have to question ourselves. How prepared are we? Students, I will ask you this question. Have you ever questioned yourself asking how prepared you are? You can share your views on the chat and I will look at the chat box, or your ma'ams can ask me after we finish the session. Okay, during the question and answer session, you can always ask me. Or if you are wanting to get the answer immediately, you can stop and ask the question also. Now, if we don't deal with this kind of stress immediately, what it can do is it can get into an anxiety state. Now, I will tell you the difference between stress and anxiety. Stress is something which is which you get from external sources, like an exam is announced for you. So, because of the fear of exams, you get stressed. Is this kind of stress when it is internalized and you will go on thinking about the stress, you don't have an answer for that. If you don't, answer or relate to the stress and address it, it can build up anxiety in you. So how do you know whether you are going through a stress or not? First thing is, it affects your sleep pattern. Then it affects your thinking. You will be only thinking about the exams, fear, and not doing anything about it. Then the next step is you will not feel like eating anything. A lot of students stop eating actually. I have to prepare for exams. I don't have time for eating, so stop eating. What happens? Stopping eating leads to lack of sleep. Lack of sleep leads to headaches. Then digestive disorders. Isn't it? Most of you must be going through all these things. So what happens again? The indigestion will cause a lot of vomiting and then all these problems. The body pains, then your nervousness, everything builds up. Instead, first thing I would say is question yourself, saying how prepared you are. Then the next step is a small notebook, or if you have phone or you have a computer, jot down some points where you are feeling that you are not prepared enough. The next step will be making a timetable. If you follow this timetable pattern, then while preparing the timetable, you must make sure that you give enough time for breaks. Every 1 hour, 5-minute break, so that you relax for that 5 minutes and come back fresh again. Timetable becomes very important because it gives you a picture as where you are and how prepared you are. So break the timetable into maybe 6 parts, giving 5 minutes break every time, every 1 hour. Then take out your curriculum and find out which subject you like the most. Start preparing with the most liked subject and the best topic in that subject which you like. Start preparing with that instead of taking up the most difficult topic. And then I would suggest a combination of subjects. Don't say I'll finish off, say, math first, then what combinations you have, maybe computers or statistics. Have a combination of all the three instead of saying I will only do math today or math for 1 week. What happens is, if that subject is heavy, you tend to lose track, tend to get stressed up, leading to boredom, leading to anxiety. So first thing is prepare a timetable, then give enough time for breaks. I will tell you what to do during these breaks a little later. Then the next step would be, the minute you think that you are getting stressed up, take a break. Don't wait for those 5 minutes, that 1 hour to be complete. Just close the book and close your eyes and just sit quietly for a minute or two and concentrate on your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. This is a very important tip because it helps you get rid of exhaustion. Concentrate on your inhaling, take a deep breath, and exhale. That also distribute it equally. Then the next thing that you do is, if that is not sufficient, during the break time, call up your guide, teacher, lecturer, and ask, clear your doubts. And if the time doesn't coincide, during the break, just note it down in an abbreviated form. Don't even write big sentences and big notes. Just give an abbreviation, use flow charting. That will reduce your stress. Those abbreviations can be your own makeup. You don't need to follow a particular abbreviation which is given in your subject. These abbreviations can be your own makeup. Then, if it is evening time when the teachers or lecturers or your help is not available at that time, just note it and keep it. Then, the next tip that I'm going to give is, you are prepared with the timetable, with the breaks, and jotting down the doubts and keeping them ready. The next would be keeping a glass of water right beside you. Huge glass of water. And whenever you are feeling that your concentration is wavering or lapsing, just take the glass of water and sip it gently. If you feel your concentration is not enough, drink more water. And slowly, taking the sips slowly gives you time to relax. And that gives you that gives your brain a little relaxation. And it gives it time to recoup and then again take in more of your knowledge, whatever you are reading. This is very important for all the students who are preparing for exams. Then, now the timetable is done. A few tips while studying I have given you. Then, the next thing would be preparing for the exams, making this timetable much ahead, not 2 days before or 1 day before. The timetable will not work. So start studying now. If not, later. Now is the time for you all to think and make this timetable. With those breaks. Breaks are very, very important because that rejuvenates the brain to go towards positive thinking. If you keep your mind positive and not get stressed out from time to time, you will be better prepared for doing these exams. The next thing would be eating. How well you are eating. It's very, very important. And what are you eating? Many of the, I see these days, because of hunger, just to get rid of hunger, just take a bite of some chips, packet chips, which are available ready-made, uncle chips, this chips, that chips, which are generally for binging. That will not help you while studying because it gives you, already you are having lack of sleep, because of which your stomach is, digestive system is all upset. So you eat this kind of stuff like chips or a burger or a pizza. What happens is it creates more stress, more anxiety in you, leading to improper digestion, then some other headaches, vomitings, and sickness. So eating healthy is very important during exams or while preparing for the exams. What are the foodstuffs that you can eat? A normal homemade food from time to time. Then you can, I will suggest sprouts. You can request your mother or you can prepare it yourself. This preparing these things also de-stresses. Continuous studying can get you worked up or it can give you stress. So during these times, a small little cooking or just mixing some sprouts for yourself will be very, very useful. Then at the same time, you can request your mom or whoever is cooking at home to make something which is easily digestible and easy for finishing a meal. All right. Then the other thing that you can do is coming to these breaks, the 5-minute breaks that I have told you, at the time you can just stretch yourself. You just have to stretch your fingers or hands and then push your hands up and stretch again. Then you can also move your head up and down this way. Left to right and right to left. You can do it several times. You can repeat this so that the nerves get stretched and you feel better. Then you can do a small walk in the room wherever you are studying. And practice this breathing again. It gives a lot of relief from the rigorous, strenuous reading or preparing that you have been doing for so many hours. 10. Next thing is sleep. Sleep is very, very important. About 7 to 8 hours of sleep is recommended. But I know the students and many of us today are not able to sleep 8 hours at a stretch. What you can do is break it up. Maybe 6 hours you can sleep at a time. Then another 2 hours during the day. Power nap you can take from time to time. That helps a lot. It rebuilds our energy system. Because while studying, the nerves get stretched a lot. They get strained also. Continuous studies to the eyes and lack of sleep will always result in nervous issues, because of which you get headaches and stuff like that. So, proper sleep, if possible, in time sleep. Then the next step that we all need to give importance is to keep away all the mobiles, all the gadgets we have been using the whole day, at least before sleep. I mean, a half an hour to 1 hour before we sleep, all these gadgets should be away from us. Because it has been observed that these gadgets that we all use, the phones and the chats that we do before sleeping, it is giving a lot of radiation, and the radiation is affecting our nervous system. You all know that radiation affects human mind, human brain. So keeping these gadgets away is one positive thing before sleeping. Though we are used to this, through these gadgets only, we are all connected today during this pandemic crisis. Because of these gadgets, we are able to finish our portions and give our exams, and also finish our graduation too. Just imagine, the last 2 years we have done online, everything online. Very few days we have come to college, I think. Ma'am Shweta ma'am, did we come to college any time? Any of the students have come to the college? Shweta ma'am? Hello? Can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
So did any of the students come to college for virtual classes? I mean, sorry, offline classes? Have they come? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, madam.
Madam, we can hear you, madam.
Okay, I was asking a question. If any of the students have come for offline classes?
Offline or online, madam?
Offline, offline.
I think no.
No, it's fine. So what I'm saying is, being online all the time, the students are prone to a lot of stress. So because everything they are doing online, and they have to submit a lot of projects and do everything online. It is giving both the teachers as well as the students a lot of stress. And many of the students who are not from the urban areas, or say who are coming from the rural areas, are having problems, right? So such people are definitely having more stress preparing for the exams. They are more worried and they have a lot of fears about this. So I'm trying to find out if this is true in this group also. Can anybody type in? Hello?
Girls, madam is asking something to you. Just respond.
Girls, are you able to hear me? Okay, they are saying yes. Okay. Now, I have given you a few points, few tips on how to go about preparing for the exams. Were you able to understand? Just type in. Okay. Many are saying yes, ma'am. Lecturers, teachers, if you have any questions, please ask me now about the tips that I have given you. Kalyani ma'am, Lakshmi Prasanna ma'am, Shweta ma'am. If you have anything, please ask me right now.
Ma'am,
questions?
how can we reduce the stress, madam?
I will say, first take a glass of water and drink it slowly.
Slowly, okay.
Okay. So, have you ever practiced it, madam?
Okay.
We all drink water every day.
Yes.
But how many times have we thought of drinking it slowly? So, this is one big relief. Students have to remember while preparing for their exams. They must keep a glass of water beside them. It helps them in many ways. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Teachers, we are also facing stress, madam.
That's why I'm saying you can also put in some questions,
Okay.
and
Thank
it
you,
will
ma'am.
be, I can address them very easily. So, students.
Madam, I just
Yes.
want to share one thing. When
Yes.
I'm stressed, I just listen to light music, or I just keep do meditation for sometimes, so that the stress will be released.
Yeah.
Relieved.
I will come to those points shortly. If everybody else has no doubts or no questions, I'll speak about what to do. Girls, how many of you practice breathing techniques? How many of you do yoga? Okay, let's talk about these things and how they help during your exams. I gave you one tip on breathing, inhaling and exhaling. While preparing for the exams, while studying, this is one important thing that you all need to practice. Yes, girls, you can post your questions on the in the chat box. I haven't seen any now. So I'm going ahead with whatever I have planned for today. Then, first thing is relaxation. First tip I would say while preparing for the exams is relaxation, which has to be taken seriously. Most of us do not take it seriously. We think that 5 minutes is a waste of time, and you think we'll unnecessarily will be losing time on these things, extra things, and do not give a thought to this. Yes. Harita? Yes. I have given you a few tips how to you are feeling stressful without a break. Don't do that. You have to take break while preparing for exams. Every 1 hour, take a break. I'm repeating this again, although we have done these tips before in the earlier, the session a little earlier. During the break, you need to sit back, do a breathing technique, or just get up from your seat, go out, talk to your people, whoever is there at home. Just for 5 minutes, just chit chat with them. Anything that you want to talk. You don't need to say, I have to only talk about the subjects or how you are preparing. No. For 5 minutes, forget about your subject and preparation for the exams. Just go out, talk to whoever you see, or just take the phone. Right now, you will be having the phone beside you. So take the phone and call up one of your friends. Just say hello to her. Don't talk about the exams, because the friend also is very stressed out preparing for the exams. Don't talk about exams at all. Talk about some movie or some actor or something, some gossip. Do that and then come back. If 5 minutes, if you think 5 minutes are not enough, take a 10-minute break. It's fine. But come back with a rejuvenated spirit and sit. That 5 or 10 minutes which you think are you will be wasting, don't think that way. Just come back and sit with a rejuvenated spirit, think positive and sit back. That will make you memorize more. That will make you feel better. That way the mind will take more information. Any day, remember, relaxation helps in acquiring more knowledge. If you are stressed out, it leads to negative thinking, and then you will not be able to accumulate or remember anything. All right, taking a break. Madams, you also must take this very, it's a very important thing. When you are stressed out, break from whatever you are doing. Just move out for 5 minutes. Breathe in and breathe out. Do the breathing techniques and come back again. That way, you will be able to do a bit more, or your classes will be much more positive. The stress will be less, and you will be able to pass on more information and not forget anything. Then the next step would be, as I said, sleeping. Sleep has to be there. Without sleep, you should not study. If you think that you've not studied enough, first take a break, first go to sleep, 3-4 hours of sleep, and then sit for studies. It's very, very precious. Sleep is very precious because your mind needs that break from continuous activity. When you sleep, whatever you have prepared, whatever you have studied, the subconscious mind practices it. You may not know about it, but that subconscious mind makes you remember more. So sleep is very, very important. Any other question that you have? Yes, all these things, whatever I have given you, I have spoken about, is to lessen your stress. Because of stress, you are not able to focus properly. Then, coming to meditation. How many of you do meditation? Students? Girls? How many of you believe in meditation? Meditation is very, very helpful for relieving stress and fear. It helps you relax and it helps you to feel fresh. I have a 5-minute to 7-minute meditation technique with me, which I will pass on to Shweta ma'am. Ma'am, you can share this with your students, ma'am. This is called light channeling.
Okay, madam, I will.
Yeah, I will send it to you, ma'am. You can share with the students.
Okay, ma'am.
It's a very simple technique. There's not much to remember. It's just if you follow that, sitting silently, it helps. It helps building concentration. It helps relaxing and also feeling positive. So these 3 things will definitely help in preparing better. Now, any other question that you have? See, I'm keeping to the tips on stress management rather than explaining about stress and anxiety because that's not needed right now. We need tips for getting rid of the stress and fear during the examinations. Okay, so now please ask the questions. Relevantly, I will answer. I'm done with the explanation part. You can ask me the questions. Okay. Now, Tanuja is saying, can everybody read her question? She has a timetable. She follows it. But sometimes if she skips, she doesn't have any interest on getting back and studying again. So what do? Prepare this timetable in an interesting way. That's why I said include different subjects. Don't follow only one subject at a time. So include something. Say if you are studying, you want to finish off your statistics portion first. Take statistics. Then include a lighter subject, maybe a second language, or if you have third language, that. So in between session should be lighter so that your interest is going, it keeps you going. Then one day you skip, it is fine. what do you do for getting back that interest? Leave that subject which you don't want to study. Take up the subject and the topic which you like the most. Whatever subject you are not feeling studying, keep it away. If you are not feeling like studying, okay, sit for 2-3 days, two more hours and say, contemplate on why you are not feeling like studying. Talk to somebody. Talk to your teacher. Talk to your friend. And you can always speak with me. Tanuja, I'll ask ma'am to forward my number. I think many of you have the number also. But Shweta ma'am, you can share my number with all the students, ma'am. So what you do is,
I will share your number.
yeah, and you need to come out of your room. It's fine if you're not feeling like studying. Postpone it further by half an hour and say why. Think why you are not getting the interest. Do something which interests you, maybe a painting or listen to a music or watch a movie. That will make you come back. That will rejuvenate your interest. Talk to gossip. You can do some gossip, it is fine. A healthy gossip, even for 5 minutes, will do. That will rejuvenate the spirit. You don't need to scold somebody or criticize somebody. You can share some information. You can laugh. And I would suggest go on some reading some jokes. Okay, instead of watching or looking at online things, you take some books. You must be having something or the other. Do some puzzle. Get back. Take a dictionary. Read English dictionary. Randomly open the page and read all the words that are there. That will revive your spirits. Okay, it is very, very, very natural to get bored, not study, especially during exams. You don't feel like studying because of lots of expectations of your own self, expectations from your peers, from your academicians, your parents. You set certain goals for yourself, and if you are not able to achieve that, you lose interest. So Shweta, please send this number to them so that they will contact me.
Sure,
And
madam. You can send your number.
yeah, one more thing that I wanted to say is, while preparing for exams, set goals which are attainable. Don't say, I will finish off the entire portion in 1 day or 2 days. Say, I will finish 2 chapters. Take up those 2 chapters seriously and do it slowly. Even if it is delayed, it's fine. But those 2 chapters, you be thorough. Don't say, I will finish off the entire book in 1 day, morning 6 o'clock till midnight 12. No, it's not possible. Even if you do it, at the right moment, the brain or the mind gives up. Sometimes due to stress, we don't remember things at all. So what do? Set goals that are achievable. Split the day into 2 hours, 2-hour portions, and then do it slowly. Do things which are possible. Do not exceed the limits. Do not have high expectations on today, just before the exams. Then I am repeating one more thing. That is, what you need to do is, these breathing techniques you must keep always in mind. As soon as you feel it is stressing you up, you're getting bored with studies, immediately sit back, relax, and take deep breathing and exhaling. This it is a must for all the students. That helps you get back into your concentration mode. Okay. Then one more thing I wanted to say is, yeah, having some gratitude. Thank whatever is helping you. This gratitude helps you again and again in getting back to studies. Be thankful to all your teachers, friends who are helping you, and everybody that is parents and whatever is around you, which is allowing you to come back and study again and again, which is making you get back in a positive way. So you need to have this gratitude so that it gives you a certain amount of relaxation. Then coming to music, Tanuja, did you get an answer for your question or whatever doubt you had? Okay. Then music is also very, very de-stressing. How many of you like music? Any kind of music which you like. Just listen to it when you are during that break, which I asked you to have during the studies. Music is one very relaxing activity that everybody can practice. Then anybody else? Girls? Madams, if you have any anything to talk about, you can ask me. What I will do is, I will make a list of these steps, small tips, and send it to Madam. She will share with all of you on WhatsApp. How about these abbreviations? How many of you have tried flow charting your topics? Ma'am, no, I'm not receiving any questions from anybody right now.
Girls, madam is waiting for your questions to answer.
Girls, you can unmute yourself and you can talk.
Ma'am, you can also lead if you want have any questions you have, please ask me.
Hello, Nikita. Anjali, you can talk. You can unmute yourself and talk. Hello, girls. Final years, MSCS. You have no stress? Tanuja.
Anuja has asked me something, ma'am.
Tanuja, you can unmute yourself and you can talk. Any problem? Or you can message.
She has messaged. Tanuja has messaged. Anybody else on any particular thing? Ma'am, if they don't have any questions, shall we wind up?
Just a minute, madam, 5 minutes more. Why? Because I just want to share the link, feedback link
Okay, ma'am.
for them.
Meanwhile, the staff, your colleagues and all, they can also, if they have on behalf of the students, they can put those questions.
Girls, anyone wants to ask any question? Or anyone wants to clarify?
What happened was many students have attended some mentorship classes also, I think, ma'am. So we have spoken about these things in those classes too. So
Yes,
I think probably they felt it is repetitive and then some of them have stayed back. That is fine, but yeah, if they have any doubts, let them clear. Some of them may be having fear of this exams that are being conducted online, ma'am. How are exams in your subjects conducted right now?
madam, it is online, but it is descriptive type question paper will be there for them. 2.5 hours paper, that is 2 hours they have to write down the question paper. After that, for uploading the question paper, the question answers, they have given half an hour extra.
Okay.
So that's
Now,
paper.
students, do you have any worry or fear about these type of exams? It's a very important thing that I'm asking you. They will
Last
be.
time,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Last year they had online only, but it is MCQs, madam. Multiple choice questions they had. This time they will be having descriptive type question paper. They have to answer the descriptive type question paper.
Ma'am, they have to be very quick in typing in, isn't it?
No, madam, they have to write in the paper and then they have to upload.
That's all you have. They have to write normally, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Then the students also must be thinking about various methods of uploading it and all, no?
Yeah, they have already, we have shared them the video how to upload the answer paper.
Okay. Then it should not be a problem. Just prepare with all the small tips that I have given you, children. Okay. Girls, just prepare with those tips. Don't have any fear. Just be positive and write the exams. And share and talk to people. Don't isolate yourselves. Be a little social. I won't say go and meet everybody and all. Just come out of the room, talk to people, be nice to people, talk in a nice way. That will help you rebuild your confidence. Then follow the small tips that I have given you. These are the small things that you can do because not much time is there. Breathing techniques you can follow, little bit of meditation, all those breaks and relaxation techniques that we have spoken about right now, please follow them. Then you will be successful. Do not get stressed out. Do not get into comparative mode at all. Let all others be whatever they are and you be prepared for yourself. A little bit of selfishness and thinking about self is very important to do the exams well. Do not have fear of results. Just do what you have to right now. Prepare well. Help yourselves by de-stressing. How do you de-stress? Take the help of this few tips that I have given you. Talk to your teachers. Clear your doubts. Don't brush them under carpet and say, I'm hesitating to ask. Take the phone, pick up the phone, call and ask for help. You can call me whenever you want. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yeah. Thanks, madam, for sparing your valuable time with us, and then the children will follow the tips.
Yeah, I will actually, what I'll do is the 10 tips that I will write and WhatsApp it to you.
Okay, ma'am.
And then please share it with all the students along with my phone number.
Yes, sure, madam.
And meditative technique also I'll pass it on.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Losers quit when they fail.
Thank you,
Winners
ma'am.
fail until they succeed. Hit this exam harder than you have ever done before. Thank you, girls, and thank you, madam, for sparing your valuable time with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you one and all the students.
Yes.
And the Department of Math and all fellow teachers and all who have joined us in this small endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. All the best, girls. And if you have any doubts, we are there for you. You can call us and you can clear your doubts.
Yes.
Thank you, one and all.
All the best.
All the very best. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Prasanna, you can end this session.
Okay, madam.
Girls, have you all filled the feedback form? Prasanna, you can end this session.
Yes, madam.